Hi, it's Josh, and today's project is painting my tow hooks on my INEOS Grenadier. And you may be wondering why I might want to do that. And it's interesting, you can actually get your tow hooks painted if you order the ladder frame in a color. So if you wanted red tow hooks, you could order a red ladder frame and you would have red tow hooks. But I didn't like the look underneath the car of the ladder frame. I thought it was distracting. So I decided to get a black ladder frame and then just paint my tow hooks. So in this video, I'm going to go down to my garage and I'll show you the easy steps, which with any painting project, it's 90% preparation and 5 minutes of painting. But I did do a little homework on the paint. I chose a sturdy Rust-Oleum protecting paint that was made for tractors, and I selected reds. They make 5 different colors of tractor reds, and I'll put it up on the screen so that you can sort of see there's a little bit of a difference. So, you know, the first thing you want to do is decide that it's a project for you, and then next kind of pick your color, and then preparation, and that's cleaning, because there's a lot of waxy buildup on the new Grenadiers. I think it's the Cosmoline that they use to protect and coat, and you need to get that off the tow hooks before you paint. So you're going to clean it, prepare it, and then you're going to tape. I use painter's plastic and made, taped around my areas. So that's all covered in the video, but I just thought I'd sort of preface it by saying you could get painted tow hooks if you want red tow hooks by just ordering the red ladder frame, but then you get the entire ladder frame. So I didn't want that. Anyway, we're going to jump to the video. The last thing I wanted to ask is if you wouldn't mind subscribing if you're not already subscribed. I'm on my way to reach 1,000 subscribers, and I'm just about to 500, and I would really appreciate it if you're not already subscriber, if you'd click that subscribe button, because I'm trying to reach 1,000 subscribers, and I'd like you to join me on the journey. So thanks for watching. We're going to the video down in my garage now. Okay, have fun. Hi, it's Josh, and today I'm down in my garage. I'm going to paint my tow hooks. A lot of people seem to customize their Grenadiers in many different ways, and one of the ways that they do it is by painting their tow hooks. And it's very common in Jeeps and so forth, and I'm not sure why I think I want to do this to an $85,000 car, but bear with me. I thought it might be a fun little experiment. And so I'm going to go through the process. It requires some paint and some preparation. And so let's just see where we come to. Okay, here we go. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to tape around it. And that's where we're going to get the plastic out. First thing we need to do is get it really clean. So what we want to do is we want to clean these up and then rough up the surface. I'm using isopropyl alcohol, and this is a really high concentration. I think it's pure. Because you want to make sure this is clean. There's a lot of waxy buildup, at least on the rear tail hooks. There was quite a bit. I want to rough up the surface a little bit, and an industrial Scotch-Brite pad actually does a good job of that. You can tell the shine's come off a little bit, so I'm getting definitely scratching the surface. We'll just take a look. Basically,
After I cleaned and roughed up the surface around the tow hook, I then taped down around the metal, and then I put plastic all the way around it so that I can't accidentally spray over. And the same thing for the other side. And then I shoved a piece of paper towel into the hole so that paint won't go further into the spot. Okay, I'm just covering this a little extra because I don't like to make mistakes. I'm not here to paint my car. So that part took 2 seconds. And now we'll set a timer and let it dry for 15 minutes before we apply another coat. Okay, so we're 2 coats in, and this is sufficiently dry that I'm probably going to remove my tape shortly and reveal my tow hooks. Okay, so we're going to leave that to set, and we'll take the rest of the tape off a little bit later on. So when it comes to the rear hooks, there's a lot, oops, I just hit my head. There's a lot more exposed, and so we're going to mark off this so that I only paint up to the hook, and then this whole area will be painted and this hook. So I began to tape off before I put my plastic down. So let me work on that now. Okay, so let's paint a little bit. Okay. Okay, so let's have a look at the finished product. I'm actually very happy with the way the front came out, and I thought it was going to be the more difficult one. I think the rear were a little more difficult because this was just a matter of masking everything out and painting it, whereas the rear left things a little more open, and I had to fill the space with some plastic, painter's plastic, just so that it wouldn't have paint go back inside the body cavity. And let's go to the back real quick, which is still drying. turn my light back on. So see, there's way more space, and I filled up the area with plastic so that the paint wouldn't go inside the cavity of the body, because these hooks, unlike Jeeps and so forth, cannot be removed. So we have just about 15 more minutes to wait, and then I can pull the plastic off and we'll see the finished product. Okay, so it looks like we've got it done, and I'm melting because I'm down in the garage. But let me show you how it turned out in the rear. And I haven't mentioned so it's just a really subtle addition, and I don't know what made me think that I wanted it, but I just envisioned it as something that I wanted to see on my Grenadier. And so I'm really happy with it. I used tractor paint, and this color is called Toolbox Red. And they made about 5 different red tractor paints, and I bought 1 can of each and tried them out. And some are more red, some are more orange, some had more blue in them, and it's amazing how many shades of red there are. But I settled on this because it kind of popped, and it just looked right. I tried it in the sun, I tried it in the shade, and at the end of the day, it's Rust-Oleum, and it's for farm equipment, and the color is Toolbox Red, and this was the one that I felt had the right character for what I was looking for. I'm not sure exactly what that character is, but it just sat right with me. So I think we shall call it a day. It's much later than I thought it would be. So, project done. I hope you like it. I'll include a couple of photos so that you can sort of see it from different angles. And when I go out in the sun, I'll take a couple pictures so that you can see what it looks like. But the bottom line is, it's a project you can do yourself. And it's definitely something you can have a professional do. And there's something about the Grenadier that I wanted to do a few little DIY projects with it. And so this was one of them. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed seeing that, and thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.
Lovely.